Now, I know you might be tired of seeing Shaman in Standard Hearthstone, but what if I can tell you we can infinitely loop? Now, the idea behind this deck is we're going to need 3 key cards to accomplish this loop. Those key cards are going to be Kragwa the Frog, Meteor Storm, and Shelter Sill. Shelter Shield will give us a bounce back to our hand, which we'll be using to target Kragwa each turn. Then we can also use Meteor Storm, which will shuffle 5 asteroids into our deck, which means if we don't get any additional buffs, that's at least 20 damage to either our opponent's face or to their board, plus the 5 damage from the Meteor Storm. So I hope that has you interested enough to finish watching this video. All right, now for the one guide. First thing to watch out for is going to be patches. Then you're going to be looking for draw power cards such as Prize Vendor or Triangulate. Triangulate's pretty good because it gets you either into Hex or Baking Soda Volcano, depending on what the actual matchup is. And then any of those removal tools are great to keep too, or other early game minions. Now, with all being said, let's look at some games. If this is Protoss, we want to keep the Hex. I haven't actually seen Protoss in a bit. To be fair, this deck does have a little bit of a problem with, like, actually having a turn 1 play. Because you only have, like, 2 turn 1 cards. Being patches and then static shock. You know, I've never actually put patches on a thumbnail. Thinking about it. This could have been, like, a cool idea to, like, do. Okay, so I'm assuming this is control slash the attach list. So as long as we, like, gain a bunch of damage. There's a few other ideas that I want to do. We might be just doing a lot of Warlock decks back to back just because, like, why not? If we can burn the correct cards, we just, like, win. This is definitely a matchup where we could do the infinite loop in if we get it early enough. Yeah, we can afford just to slam this down. What's the chances that they actually can get rid of it in a turn? There is one way that they could. Oh, the only one with the 1/1. Never mind. I was going to say if they got, I guess they could have Holy No or like another Holy Smite. Okay, so they didn't get rid of this in a turn. We slam down Frosty Decor because that triggers this and also, like, just helps us out. Oh, I mean, we did get a second Frosty Decor. Okay. Really what this deck tries to do is, like, we try to get triple Umbra and, like, maybe 1 triple Behemoth. I mean, sure, Dirty Rat's not going to do what you need it to do, bud. In fact, if we do it like this, we can get a Rush minion. That would be cool. Okay, that's not Rush. Okay, we have 6 of them into our deck. They're 1 mana off of using repackaging. I guess they could have randomly generated a 6-cost repackage. Or that'll do it too. Okay. We should be able to, like, get armor from this, right? Oh, they used a repackaging there. Okay. We can slam this one down. I'm gonna go with the 5 cost. Gain the armor because might as well, and then discover a spell. And might as well slam this down because if they have another repackaging, then they might like want to repackage this board. Come on, hit one of these two. Perfect. I mean, they probably could have another one in the hand. Also, cease to exist not having like arcane tag or like any tag to it kind of makes me sad because that would be like an easy way they could have buffed up Quest Priest. So okay. I mean, I guess we could hex, but it's probably just slam this down. Oh, Kragwa. Oh, they have the other dirty rat, which is kind of annoying. Oh, I can do that. It's like it's prize vendor. Basically, if they slam down the other dirty rat, like we want it to hit anything that is not Kragwa. Okay. I mean, we do have the hex, which is nice. Oh. Oh. Hex times 2. Then we pop each of these. We just need to gain a bunch of armor. That's the thing that we need. I wouldn't mind this drawing us into our draw power, or like more draw power. We could also slam down Numbundu and then just go from there. Okay, let's see what we can grab. Okay, that's not bad. Was really hoping for draw, but that's okay. Maybe this is draw? This will be 3 more. Okay. If I had a way to, like, snipe this out of existence, there's the Shelter still. Kinda have to do this, right? Like this. So I don't want to return on the same turn of... Okay, so that'll either get Shutter Block or Umbra. I'm hoping it gets Shutter Block. And now we're on a 3-turn timer. Gotcha. I mean, if we top deck Meteor Storm, we got the loop, right? Oh, we get both Shutter Block and Umbra now. That's not enough mana for it in the same turn, though. Okay. There's the Meteor Storm. Okay, so we have Loop in hand. I wanted to save that, but like, this should be fine. Okay, there's the repackage. I'm just trying to not die, is the thing. Lagging behind. It's literally been only 20 minutes. Okay, ceaseless hitting, or that hitting ceaseless is fine. Okay, okay. Back at it. Just had to close some stuff down. So that's what going to be the secret. I just have to close stuff down. Okay, we're gonna try it like this. I'm assuming they don't have any AoE in hand. Oh, ceaseless. Yep, grab our ceaseless. Get a 1/1 copy. Nuke the board. Oh. That would work too. Okay, so secret here is AoE. Slam down. Well, use this. Grab Kragwa. We bounce this back to our hand. And then next turn, we loop. I have to somehow get more cards out of my hand, but actually, I guess technically we don't. We have 17 cards in our deck. Most of them are asteroids. So here's the loop. I mean, why? Why is it doing to me like this? One, two, three. Okay, there's the other Meteor Storm. It's AoE. This gets 2 cards. Get the loop. We bounce this back to hand. We Meteor Storm. And then Paraglide. And hopefully that's enough damage, right? Come on. I just need it to hit 3. Great. Of course. And now we die. Or maybe we're fine. Can't believe it. Like, 1 more mana and we would have been okay. I guess I shouldn't have been greedy and just did the normal play. Actually, what do they have in their hand? Do they not have... They might not have it. Because we might have just actually made them burn their win con? Maybe? No? I don't know. I'll take it if it... I'll definitely take it if it isn't... Let's go! 1 game in? Oh, actually 2 games in for the stream. Okay, yeah. I knew that was going to happen. We might as well shuffle more into our deck. And then from here, we just get even more. I actually... Funniest play would be we grab the Paraglide instead of the Asteroids. Yeah, let's grab the Paraglide, and then... Because either way, we win. I'm happy with that actually being this quick into the stream to get that loop going. I kind of want to keep the Hex, but I think we'll keep these 2. I keep going back and forth if I want to increase Static Shock by 1 and then get rid of 1 Baking Sodas just so I have like a better... Oh, I guess if they don't have any minions on board, you can't use it either. I swear, the exact... Every time you face against DK, it's this exact first turn play. Also, what... Wait, was this the same person as last game? They're just playing the exact same deck. Okay. I'm going to keep this for later. I'm going to grab... I was hoping for a Hex, but I guess shuffling more... I did say I was thinking about adding more of those to the list. That's okay. I was really, really hoping for the Hex, though. Annoying, but, like, we can deal with it. Just slam down a 5 cost with this and Discover a Spell. Alright, so we slam this down, and we hopefully pop the majority of those. Maybe get an AoE. That isn't an AoE, but the Challenger Seal is really, really tempting. Yeah, might as well, right? Because if we do this, and then that gets popped, and we hit into there, they'll slam down something next turn, and then we just slam down the Meteor Storm. Yeah, just Meteor Storm the board, this gets corrupted, and then we can get like an AoE into Nimbundu, which is nice. But yeah, like we'll be at 7 mana. So the play probably is Breaker into whatever minion they slam down. Do they get draw cards? That's not going to work for me. Okay. And I don't know if I want to bounce this back into their deck, just because... Well, I don't want to burn a card either. Yeah, I guess we have to do it. It's not like we're going to take 15 damage in a single turn. Maybe we just force them to burn. Oh, wait. No. Because I think what we do here is we slam down Frosty Decor. What? I mean, I guess you have a second copy of this in the list, but like Frosty Decor, pop this. Maybe the AoE. Oh, no. Probably not the AoE. Okay. Give me something cool that I can actually use. Yes, Farsight. Pops there. Use Farsight to draw a card into a 0-cost Paraglide. Part of me really wants to draw a treat to see what we get. Ah, well, that would have been, like, useful 1 second earlier, but that's okay. Okay, so we have Shutter Block. We got... We need to get the Nimbundu down, if I can speak. Okay, so the play here is Corrupted Dream into Baking Soda, which will clear out the board. Oh, and then there's Kragwa. And there's the second Baking Soda. Okay. Okay, so... make us draw a card. Okay, that's not bad. That's annoying, but not necessarily bad. Okay, so what we're looking for... oh, actually, I guess we just do this. Oh, shit. I should have used a card in our hand first. That's okay, though. Okay. Now we need to top deck Shaldrasil and get the loop going, basically. Because we can't really use the Meteor Storm until we get the loop going. But to be fair, they've gotten rid of like most of their big threats. Like, I know they still have one Husk left in their deck. I'm assuming this is Brishamdi, but they didn't draw into the Brishamdi. I could be wrong. Really didn't. Okay, I would have... if I was them, I would have hero powered and got... or hit this. Would have got rid of it. There's a Shaldra. Well, okay, so if I do this... shit, I was hoping for something that would have been low cost. Or like, so I could actually do multiple things in the same turn. Technically speaking, like, it doesn't really matter what I discard here, as long as it's not Umbra. We're good. Okay, there's the lease. To be fair, they're probably thinking, they might actually be running Kill Jaden. If they're running Kill Jaden, they're like, oh, we just slam down Kill Jaden and then we stabilize, right? Most of our cards are cards that we shuffled into the deck. Oh, they're still running for Rock. Oh, that's not for Rock. I was impressed when I thought it was for Rock. Not so much now. I wouldn't mind reduced by 1. Take control. Okay, so... we do have the Ysera in our deck. There's Umbra. Okay, so... what we do is... do we take control of this? Because what I think we do is we... if we take control of this, we slam down this, we hit this into here, and then that hits that. I also want to hex this just because I want to. This gets rid of everything on the board. Then we use the Umbra next turn. The problem with this deck is you have, like, you need your hand space. You need 3 cards in your hand, or space for 3 cards in hand. But the Shaldrasil, I mean, sure, I guess we actually probably Umbra first, I'd assume. Actually, do we Umbra first? Because triple battle cry off of Ceaseless is kind of dumb. But we could do it. Like, oh, actually. Then we pop this into here. Draw a card. Hoping this does enough damage to get rid of this so I don't have to worry about it. Oh, this is going to go 3 times, so we might actually just have game. I don't... Did I did I magically find a way for us to have more minions than we're supposed to be allowed minions? If that's the case, uh, Blizzard, fix your coding, please. Or I guess maybe it doesn't matter because the game is already over, right? All right, now we're through the game. This is my final thoughts of the deck. So I ended up playing 20 games with the deck, ended up with a 45% win rate, which honestly isn't that bad. And quite a few of those games were because I was being really, really greedy with trying to get an infinite loop going. Most of the time, you're probably not going to want to go for the loop. It is kind of a win more combo, but it is kind of cool. And I wanted to showcase this before I forgot Kragwa existed in Standard once again. Overall, this is one of my favorite cards of Hearthstone of all time, which is what we are trying to cover it here. Now, before we end the video, special thanks to our channel members of Daniel Nascimento and Ruben. And if you want to help out the channel just like them, you can join one of the 3 tiers. But if you can't afford to do that, you can leave a comment, like, subscribe, or turn on the notification button if you are already. But until next time, bye-bye.